Hello, I'm As a Sport, and today I'm going to be covering the semi final between France and Morocco and give my review of the game and provide my opinions as to where and how Morocco lost this game against France. Okay, so as we know, France and Morocco played in the semi final today, and the French won 2-0 against Morocco. This was a very good game. I was watching it live. It was very good. Um, but yeah, as I kind of thought, it wasn't going to be easy for the French. It really wasn't. And I was proven right because it took them 79 minutes to be certain that they are through to the final against Argentina, which I will talk about in my upcoming videos. So that's going to be a very insane match, but we'll wait for another day to talk about that. So back to this game. So yeah, France 2, Morocco nil. So yeah, as I said before, it took until the 79th minute for the French to be sure that they were through to the final of this World Cup. So yeah, like it's unbelievable how. First of all, I'm going to give massive credit to Morocco. Massive credit. In this World Cup, no one's given them a chance. Nobody gave them a chance coming in to even make it out of their group. And here they are. They are literally, they were literally nearly 90-minute performance away from being the first African team to make a final of the World Cup. They should be extremely proud of themselves, Morocco. Even to hold the French to the point that it took them 80 minutes to be certain that they were through to the final is impressive, considering the caliber of this French team. That's impressive enough as it is. So yeah, more in depth into the game. So going into this game, I thought the French would dominate a lot more than they ended up dominating. So before the game, I was thinking the possession would be probably around 75 to 25 to France, 75%, 25% in favor of France. But it was actually not like that. So the possession ended up being in Morocco's favour. They had 61% of the possession to France's 39%. So Morocco basically played the opposite way compared to how they've been playing all tournament. They've been the ones with the low possession rates and counter attacking and taking their chances. But they played the opposite today. So let's discuss the goals. So the first goal came in the 5th minute through Teo Hernandez for the French, the left back. It was a nice goal, nice cross in, and a nice left foot volley beats the keeper. He had no chance really, and it was a nice goal. And the second goal, which came in the 79th minute, through Kolo Mani, who came on to replace Dembele. And in his first few seconds and first touch of the game, he scores to ensure the French go to the final. What a moment for the young man. He would be ecstatic. Like that was a wonderful moment for him, and wonderful moment to help his country into the final, for the back-to-back times. And yeah, I will talk about my predictions as to whether or not they're going to win it back-to-back, but that'll be in the future video. But for now, yeah, it was a nice goal, where Mbappe zigzagged through Morocco's defense in the box like they were not even there, and Mbappe actually tried to shoot, but it came off one of the defenders who stuck a leg out a last second, deflected off him, and fell into the feet of Colomani, who tucked it in and put France 2-0 up. So yeah, it was a very good game, but I feel so heartbroken for Morocco. Like, I was watching the game and I saw so many of their fans, and even the French team were consoling them at the end of the game because they understood how impressive they've been this tournament. Even they understand how impressive they've been, considering that no one gave them a hope of even getting out of their group, let alone making it to 90 minutes from a cup final, World Cup final. That's just insane. So, yeah, we're into the game. So, yeah, so once France scored that first goal, I mean, I should have seen it coming, but once they scored their first goal, they did very similar to what they did against England in their quarterfinal, which was once they scored their first goal, they would then sit back and let the opposition run at them, which is exactly what they did in this game. Hernandez scored in the 5th minute, and after that, it was all Morocco. The French just sat back and trusted their defence, and the Moroccans just kept running at them. They had all the possession. France had barely any. So I always probably should have seen that coming, but I just thought France would have dominated possession. So yeah, in terms of how Morocco lost, or I think it's just simply they got unlucky. Really, like there was a penalty discussion in the game, which apparently they were hardly done by. I'm not too sure, but that could have been away, and they got denied very late in the game where they almost scored a goal, but it was cleared off the goal line by one of the French defenders who was desperate enough to be there and clear it off the line, even when his team was already 2-0 up, which shows just how desperate France were to get the win. Yeah, so it was a great game to watch. Like, I'm just still so heartbroken for Morocco. They're still not out of the World Cup. They still have a match against Croatia to decide who finishes third, which will be a good match actually. That'll be my next video. I'll provide a review of what I think is going to happen there. Yeah, again, Mbappe, he just does what he does. He was the player of the match. Um, yeah, that run where he just zigzagged through everyone is unbelievable. Like, he's just insane, Mbappe. He's just world class. Easy to see why he's so good. Um, yeah, it was a pretty like standard game. Everyone was predicting the French to win. Like, you can just see the caliber of their squad. And there's also even discussion I've heard that Karim Benzema, might be able to play in the final. Which, if he does, their squad's even more bolstered and boosted. If that is gonna happen, but I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't imagine the French would risk him, considering how well Giroud has done and how well Thuram and all those couple of players, Thurman and all that, have done. So I don't think they would risk him because he hasn't had any game time. So I think that'd be a bit risky chucking him into a final when he has had no game time all tournament because of his injury. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a very interesting final, and I hope Morocco get third place because they really deserve it. Um, anyway, that's my takes on this game. Be sure to leave your takes down in the comments. I'll make sure to read them through, and I will see you in my next video, which will be the Croatia and Morocco um, uh, third decider match, which will come out in the next few days. So thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.